Okay, ready?
Yeah.
So, the reason why I have underlined these guys is to bring home the point that when we're doing binomial nomenclature, we need to underline the terms. Okay? So I've got them italicized and underlined, which is, I would normally just italicize them, but I also underlined them. Now, I know that that makes this page look really ugly. I don't like that, but that's why I did that. I figured I would start on this so that I could just say the names of the words so that you guys have a better sense of the pronunciation. And then I think I will go to the diseases page and walk through that before we actually get to the lecture itself. Now, pardon me. The pronunciations, the way I pronounce these things is not necessarily correct. It's kind of tough to figure out exactly how to pronounce these. I suppose it's helpful if you know Latin, but I don't. So proteobacteria, I mean, that should be fairly easy. That's simply Rickettsia, Rhizobia, Burkholderia, Bordetella, Neisseria, Pseudomonas, Moraxella, Actinobacter, Legionella, Vibrio, Escherichia, Salmonella, Shigella, Klebsiella, Serratia, Proteus, Yersinia, Enterobacter, Pastorella, Haemophilus, Delovibrio, the B is not pronounced, so far as I know. Campylobacter, I don't know what it's doing there. I don't know why it's there as a silent. I mean, I've been getting into this, figuring out where these words came from. It's very cool. This is particularly in biology, but I don't know where that came from. Maybe it's a person's name. I don't know. Helicobacter, Clostridium, and then there's Clostridium botulinum. Bet you can't guess what that causes. Clostridium tetani, Clostridium perfringens, Clostridium, I don't know if it's difficile or difficile. Different people I've heard, I mean, I pronounce it difficile, but I've heard different people pronounce it. And yeah, mais oui. Bacillus, Staphylococcus, Lactobacillus, Streptococcus, beta hemolytic, and then Streptococci. Enterococcus, notice, by the way, that's not underlined. So that's not a species name or a genus. Enterococcus, Listeria, Mycoplasma, Mycobacterium, Corynebacterium, Propionibacterium, Gardnerella, Streptomyces, Chlamydia, Treponema, Borrelia, Leptospira, Bacteroides, Fusobacterium, and then Extremophile. So, I mean, mostly they're just pronounced the way they're spelled. You get into a lot of trouble with the species names. I mean, they tend to be a little crazier. Like Corynebacterium, in the lab, we had Corynebacterium xerosus with an X. I mean, that's getting a little difficult. So, but anyway, the point is that the spellings of these and the pronunciations of these aren't quite as bad as at first glance they might seem.